Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Counselor's Office. I'm Mr. Game Counselor. Scholars, it is time to bring back the ReAction Replayed podcast. That's right. It's been about a month. Last episode, we talked about the cheating allegations against me. We brought all the facts, all the receipts. It's all in there. And then we talked about the Raid Racer Pineapple and how he cheated and got banned. And there's been the only source of counter evidence is just a statement of, well, we talked about cheating in the chat, and that's why we got banned, even though there's literally no evidence that Bungie ever bans for talking about cheats in the game. They talk about if you're an asshole and you said maybe some racist shit or something like that, then yeah, you know, that would be a reason why you got banned. But no one should ever believe that just talking about cheats in the Bungie, especially since most of the people who talk shit have to be reported on Twitter for Bungie to actually ban people. Yeah, I'm not buying the whole, I don't know how I got banned. Either you cheated or you said some sussy shit and someone reported you. But no one, I wouldn't believe it. But no one's going to talk about it. Everyone's going to give that person a free pass. That's okay. Everyone's going to get that free pass. Today, we're talking about the mental illness of the Destiny 2 community. Now, I'm not even talking about the whole community because there's some exceptionally amazing people in the community that I have played with and enjoyed. And even in my community, there's people who still play Destiny, and they're great people. They're fun, and that's the reality. But it's the best analogy I can give is like having a soda pop, right? You're drinking from a bottle, you're drinking it, and then you get to the bottom, right? You get to the bottom, and obviously there's still goodness in it, right? There's still the good, like the Mountain Dew, right? It's a Mountain Dew, but then you know there's some nasty backwash. That's the mentally ill of the Destiny community. And see, as the player numbers have dropped dramatically, these people who are the nasty backwash, the mentally ill, are more apparent. They're more out there. They're more known. They're more vocal. Unfortunately, they're also wanting my nuts. And I'm not even saying that because I'm like, oh, I've got an ego. No. I literally could be talking about any fucking game. And I think perfect example. Because I literally talked about the new Pokemon, and immediately someone had something to say about Destiny 2. Oh, man, the mentally ill. That's the reality, right? People love me. They say they hate me, but they love me so much that they focus on me. I'm all over Twitter. People just want to talk about me. I'm in their heads. I'm in their mouth. Unfortunately, if you're going to talk about me, you might as well suck my dick while you're at it. Like, it is insane that these people think about me more than their loved ones. In fact, they could have been spending time making better choices in their life, but they decided that they had to talk to me. No one was forcing them to be online. Mr. Gaming Counselor. And this video is absolutely going to piss them off, and I'm here for it. I'm here because at the end of the day, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to sweet, dreamy bye-bye. And then I'm going to wake up and go to my job, my dream job. And I'm going to absolutely love my day. And these people are going to have an emotional reaction. They're going to be upset. They're going to shit themselves. They're going to cry themselves. They're going to gnash their teeth. They're going to be all angry-faced because there's not a fucking thing they can do to me. And they're going to be so upset. And they're going to continue to talk about me in their Discords. They're going to talk about me in Twitter. I'm going to be all over in there. They're going to go to bed dreaming about me. That's how mentally ill these people are. And what did I do? What's the greatest sin that I did, ladies and gentlemen? Those that are watching the podcast, what are listening to it? If you're driving, what is the greatest? What did I do? Did I kick a baby? No. Did I do some heinous act? No. I literally did a recov in a video game. Right? I broke terms of service. That's it. I broke terms of service in a video game. Now, if you were to ask anyone outside of the video game world and tell them like, hey, what do you think about this? I broke the term, like contract or term of service or something. And now there's this pocket of people who are literally just upset about me. And all they can do is talk and think about me. They're going to say, yeah, throw them in the fucking asylum. And I wish we did. I would vote. If there was a politician that said, we're going to take all these people, put them in an asylum, I would vote for them. Put their crazy ass delusional Destiny 2 syndrome zombie ass selves in the fucking asylum. And just go to town circle jerking each other with your absolute deranged illness. Because goddamn, it is crazy how fucking insane the people in the Destiny 2 community, again, not all of them, the subsection, the people who probably, once you weed these people out of the community, the Destiny community will be a lot better off. Like, these are people who take things to the shit extreme. Like, they obviously go after data. They go all these content creators to another level that is just not acceptable. And that's where we're at, right? It's parasocial. It's really creepy. And it's not like I actually did anything wrong. I did nothing that actually hurt anyone else. Let me know. I didn't cheat PvP. I didn't go out of my way to like, hack someone's stuff. Like, I didn't do anything besides pay for a recovery in a video game. And people feel like a perfect example before I jump into the actual video. Mr. Gaming Counselor sold his soul to the devil. That's what the thumbnail of the live stream. Yes. This person needs help. They need to see a therapist. If you think I sold my soul because I paid for a recovery, you are fucking insane. And it's not just that. Like we like I said, these people are like fucking zombies in Call of Duty. And all you can do is board up the walls, block them off, and farm points off of them. That's how you should treat these people. Farm them. Farm those points, because they're going to continue coming after you like brainless zombies. Farm them like a Call of Duty fucking lobby, a Call of Duty game. Farm their ass. Again, people just jumping in out of fucking nowhere. You could be talking about, I could talk about My Little Fucking Pony. Oh my God, he's gonna cheat in the pony game. Like Destiny 2. I can't believe it. You can't trust him. I love My Little Pony. I can't believe he's playing it. He's going to cheat in it like Destiny. And yes, they sound obnoxious just like that. And they absolutely sound like that. Which is funny. People keep on saying, hey guys, Destiny 2. Pokemon, Destiny 2. Halo. Literally, like, it is funny. People like this are literal zombies. Absolute zombies. I'm talking about how excited I'm for the new Halo, and immediately people start blasting about Destiny 2, and then I make a post and make it limited just to piss them off. And again, the first person to retweets it, like, turn on your comments. This is the brainless zombies. These are the retards. These are the people who want to suck my dick. I imagine that everyone that has my name coming out of their mouth also wants my dick in their mouth. YouTubers, content creators, people on Twitter. I just imagine they just want my dick, because they talk like we know each other. They talk about me so much, it's almost like, we have this weird relationship, and I don't know you like that. I don't know you like that. Sorry. You might like me like that, but I don't know you. Stranger danger. Plus, I don't want to pick up anything you have. I don't want retard on my dick. I'm sorry. Yes, that was some classic Black Ops 2 music, because I'm setting the tone, the expectations for this video. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue to listen to some good old Black Ops music. We're going to treat this like we're back in 2010, where no one gave a shit about anything and they let it all out. And that's exactly what's going to happen here, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to go on a rampage. We're about to talk about. Let me lower the volume, because it called you to great, but it kind of loud for me. We're going to talk about the mentally challenge, no, it's disrespectful. Mentally challenged people who are handicapped, whatever the terminology. Those are people who don't have a choice. That's how they were born. But people we're about to talk to are just retarded. These are people with intelligence that refuse to use it. And so that's what we're going to do. We're gonna talk about it. Don't worry, chat, and you're gonna join me. Come on, chat. Join us in you're part of the Call of Duty lobby. You get to sling some shit in there. This is like the 2010 where two teams arguing with each other. We're throwing insults at each other. We're doing it, baby. Except we're making fun of the retarded, mentally incompetent part of the Destiny 2 community, the part that really probably should see a therapist. Unfortunately, I asked Dr. Phil to join us. He can't join us today. I know, it's unfortunate. Besides, Dr. Phil probably wouldn't appreciate, this therapeutic experience. He'd be like, this is not how we do therapy. But I would argue this is how you deal with retarded Destiny 2 players. What am I talking about? We're talking about people who literally probably have a mental illness. We're talking about people who live and breathe Destiny, and not in the good way. We're going to talk about people who take things to a unhealthy manner when we're talking about the game. We're going to talk about Lucky 10p, not him directly. Like, we're not attacking Lucky 10p, but his situation. We're going to recover because is apparently still going on with people talking about his personal life. We're going to talk about the situation when it comes to new players, and we're still seeing the toxic part, and not necessarily toxic, but the mentally challenged part of the Destiny community. And then we're going to talk about people who can't seem to stop thinking about me. That's right, little old me. They think about me. They can't get me out of their head. I'm all over their minds. I'm all over Twitter. And you know what? It's very flattering. And this is going to upset them. This is going to trigger them. This is going to make them, they can't do anything. They can't do anything to me. They'll try. They'll cry. They'll shit. They'll sneeze. They'll do whatever. They'll wiggle their fingers. And they'll do nothing to me. And that's going to make them more upset, which is great because that's what this is. It's a therapeutic session for people in the Destiny community that are mentally ill. Not everyone, by the way. They're great people in the Destiny community. People are fantastic. But what we're about to go through are people who truly are retarded. People have been talking about Lucky 10p's personal life for years, though it was weird years ago. It still is. Exactly. And we're going to jump right into that. We're going to talk. By the way, if you want to know where this conversation has started, let's kind of dial it back, right? Nothing against Calico. He did they made a comment a while back about me. Whatever, right? I have no beef with them. Noticing people coming back to Destiny 1, so we're booting back up the PlayStation 3 for the first time. The armor in this game just looks better. And so I made a comment. When Bungie put effort into making paid content look good rather than focusing on the shopping mall, Wrath armor still looks amazing, especially the Age of Triumph version. It's very harmless. By the way, very fair. Nothing I said was antagonizing or attacking, but I did criticize Bungie. I know that is the one thing you can't do in the Destiny community, because then everyone and their brother who is mentally, ill comes out of the woodwork to attack you. I know. By the way, if you're going to be on Twitter, you should not, for your own mental health. I mean, technically I should tell you don't be on Twitter if you care about your mental health. But if you're like me, treat Twitter like it's a 2010 Call of Duty lobby. Meme, troll, but don't take anything seriously. Just go with the flow. That's how you handle it. Sorry, chat. You get back in here. That's how you handle Twitter. You don't take it seriously. You don't go to Twitter expecting serious conversations. You don't go to Twitter expecting intelligent people. You go to Twitter with popcorn and you're ready for a show. That's how you handle it. And I'm bringing the show to you on YouTube, so you don't even have to go to Twitter. That's right. I'm bringing the show to you. Anyways, that's where this whole thing started and it's blown up. I was going to do multiple videos, but we're crunching it into one. Now, before we get anywhere, like I said, a lot of people thinking about me, talking about on Twitter, don't care. I'm going to farm you. I'm going to clip you. I'm going to, you know what's funny is that the people, even the people attacking Lucky, they're not getting paid. No one, they're not getting paid. No. They're not getting paid. They're just spouting off nonsense on Twitter. They're not getting paid. However, when I go and make videos, I get pocket change. Sure, it's pocket change, but with that pocket change, chat, I can buy toilet paper. And then all those people, the one time I actually think about them, I give actual thought in my outside of, being on Twitter, is when I reach over while I'm on the toilet and I think about the people, their names, everything, and I reach back behind my ass and I wipe the shit off of it. And that's what I think about them. And I throw it in the trash. The money that I gained off of their faces, their personality, their stupidity, their retardedness, I may use that money so that I can buy toilet paper to wipe my ass. And what's funny is there's nothing they can do about it except cry, seethe, and shit their pants. That's how I feel about that. Anyways, let's talk about the first segment of the mental illness, which is probably the most severe because we're talking about someone's personal life. It is crazy. This has been going on for years and I didn't really know about it until I, started getting involved. The people are talking about Lucky not paying child support, stole a YouTube channel, and not a nice person, which by the way, that's subjective. If you think he's not a nice person, that's completely subjective. Listen, I am a nice person in public, but when I'm online and I deal with assholes, I will be an asshole. I have never once said I'm not an asshole. In fact, I've said multiple times I'm an asshole. I will absolutely be an asshole to dumbasses online. I grew up with assholes. I went to school with assholes. I spent a good time of my life going to a job as I went through college with assholes. There was assholes at the college, but also working in the public sector, they were assholes. And guess what? I come home after a hard day at work. If there's assholes online, I'm going to be an asshole. And that's how the cookie crumbles. But outside of that, see me in the wild, I'm a nice person, very casual, but I will be an asshole. And I gotta give props to Lucky 10 because if I was him and they're talking about my child, I would be the biggest asshole possible. I smell drama. Oh, Ryan, you are here for the bacon, baby. It is crazy that this man has had made multiple videos, has had to make multiple statements. And this is just setting the precedent of misinformation and just this parroting and the unwillingness to educate yourself. That's what's the problem with the Destiny, segment of the Destiny community that's mentally they're retarded. They're not even mentally challenged because the challenge would be them choosing to use the intelligence that they have. Like, these people are not handicapped. These are not people that are disabled. These are people with actual intelligence, but you will never use it. They will never use it. They choose to turn the brain off. And so these are the people that you should absolutely make fun of. These are the people you should point out, mock, everything. Absolutely. Because these are the people that will come out to try to ruin people's lives. They will. They're parasites. Their existence has no value other than being parasites. And so the perfect example is trying to destroy someone's life, attacking their family. And listen, it only takes one nut job, one crazy, unhinged, psychopathic, delusional Lulu, which we have those in the Destiny community. They exist. It takes ignorantly challenged. That's being too nice. It only takes one person to call CPS or DHS or whatever to ruin this man's life. Having people harass him and go after his family. Listen, he's a nice guy. Because when it comes to family, if it was my child, I would bring hellfire down upon every retard in the Destiny community that opened their big fucking retarded mouth about my child. Abso-fucking-lutely. You can talk shit about me. Don't talk shit about family. That's a line you don't cross. And luckily, you know, he did start calling people out, and they started, you know, backtracking, which is good. Call these people out. By the way, these are the people that spread misinformation, and they don't even know what they're talking about, and they don't care. Perfect examples right here. I don't know if you can see it. I wish I could zoom in, so I'll read it to you. Trying to get people banned for not just believing things at face value. How very appropriate. Also, nowhere have I harassed an individual nor condoned harassing an individual for being a horrible person in the past. And so we hear this. We hear this comment right here. My feelings weren't hurt because I'm a shitty parent who abandoned my son and refused to pay child support. If anything, Lucky should be banned or removed from the Destiny community. Where's your evidence? Another activity adding to the situation, spraying misinformation on purpose. This toxic person has no place in the D community. Go get them. Trying to get people banned for not just believing things at face value. Mr. Gaming Counselor from the future, again, posting myself into the videos. I just want to say that, I stand by what I said about Lucky and his kid. You know, fuck everyone who wants to, you know, talk about his kid. But damn, fuck Lucky, dude. Like, I even try to stand by him because I thought we had something in common, that people were, you know, slandering and spreading misinformation about him. And then he goes and fucking does another video. This content creator exposed this streamer, this content creator, or this, like, whatever the fuck. It's like, how many exposed videos are people, like, especially Lucky, gonna make about me? Like, is this like the third one that you've done about me? Like, damn, Lucky. Damn. How many of you are like, I make most videos I've made about Lucky is about his situation to try to promote it and to have people make a stand against it because it's bullshit. And this is a perfect example on the screen where people are talking about him banning his child, people talking about missing child support, like all this just slander and bullshit, which granted, I'm going to say his situation is much worse than mine, but it is insane that you would think that someone who's going through what I'm going through, but to a higher degree, would be a little bit more understanding. Like, maybe I shouldn't project and promote this video that is using the word expose, and it is literally the same shit you have watched and heard about 3 months ago. Like, I expect another month, like he's gonna cover another YouTuber saying, I exposed Mr. Gaming Counselor, but this time we have a puppet show. 4 months later, guys, we're exposing Mr. Gaming Counselor. It's the same shit, but this time it's animated. Fast forward 6 months. Guys, we're exposing Mr. Gaming Counselor. Lucky's 20th video about the situation. We're going to expose him for for what he did. But this time, we've got a cutout book. That's right. We got a pop-out book, and we're gonna read it like we're in kindergarten. That's right. We're gonna read it like it's kindergarten. A year from now. That's right. A year from now, we expose the 50th video exposing Mr. Gaming Counselor. This YouTuber is covering this exposure, talking about, damn it. We now have the receipts in 4K in VR. That's right. You put on your headset and you can see the picture, the images that people have been sharing for 3 fucking months without any actual real evidence or new evidence at all. But we're gonna look at it in VR right in your face. You can almost lick it. The evidence. The receipts. Just touch. Yeah. And then in 10 years. No. Sorry. In like 80 years. Lucky is Ghosts from the Grave is going to be making an exposed video while I'm in my grave. Exposed. Mr. Gaming Counselor is dead. Remember that shit he did 90 years ago? I remember. Let's be honest. I'll be surprised if we live to 100, but here, we'll see. We'll see. And I say that because modern day age people, like, I don't know, us men, we die younger than women, and stress gets you. I try to live a stress-free life. That's why I let everything roll off my fucking shoulder like it's water. That's why I make jokes. And listen, I still stand by Lucky and his family. It's bullshit, but I gotta say, I'm an asshole, but so I can say this, but you're kind of a big asshole. Like, it says more like I own the assholery, but it is more of an asshole to have this this shit happen to you, and then you double down on the same behavior that you are getting upset that people are doing. Like, if there was a smoking gun, people have posted it 3 months ago, but there is no real evidence. There's no smoking gun. It's the shit that has already been out there for 3 months that I've already talked about. And you're gonna believe me, but no one's added any new information to it. Ooh. It's just everyone's just regurgitating the same shit. So this is the mental illness that I'm talking about, especially with his situation. Like, this is all fucking weird. Again, he disappoints me, and I'm pretty sure I disappoint him, but he disappoints me more than I disappoint him because I expect him to be better. But hey, I'm also the one fucking playing Grand Theft Auto on Twitter, Call of Duty, getting 5 stars. I'm aggroing PvP, and in this video is going to continue to aggro PvP. So light them up, boys. I hope a wave of criticism comes over and ruins you. Oh, baby, you're wrong. You're wrong. Oh, hey, thanks, Nanak. Thank you. Please, thank you for your support of watching. I'll be sure to take this strip right here with your name on it and wipe my ass on it. Thank you for your money and your memories. I'll make sure to wipe my ass with your name. And that's how you have to deal with people, both on YouTube and Twitter. Treat it like it's a Call of Duty session and move on, because that's the thing. Thanks, Outsider, for the gift membership. Thank you. Talk about Call of Duty. Let's give it.
Oh, baby, a triple. Oh, yeah.
We got some classic memes. But this is a perfect example of why we stop giving these people the time of day. Literally spamming misinformation, which people do about me too. But this one's more important because this one actually attacked someone's family. I'm a big boy. Listen, I cannot take someone to court for, destroying reputation and slander and yada yada. I would have to show that it's caused harm to me. It's not causing harm to me. All this drama, I have farmed this drama, and I thought 2 videos was enough talking about the drama for me personally. But here we are continuing to farm it because retards are still retarded in the Destiny community. And here's the thing, all the normal people who would be playing Destiny have left, and so you have just casuals, content creators, and then the retarded people of Destiny. Those are the only 3 that are left. People who are have mental issues. That's right. But you want to know why new players don't want to come to Destiny? It's because you have shit like this. I by no means have the best raid hub. And so let's read what I have to say. This is the part of the community that needs to die. Stop playing. People who are egoing raid reports in non-competitive moments are straight up a retard. No one cares about your speed running. No one does. No one cares about your placement. No one does. The 1% that do are in a Discord, and that's where you should ego. That's where you belong. No one else who's trying to play the game for fun give a shit about your digital number, and no one does. Except for when you post your report on Twitter as some kind of meaningful argument. Thanks for joining my therapy session with these people. And by the way, it's ironic that I'm reading this because this was going to be a different video, and we're having this lovely Call of Duty lobby therapy session. sorry, Dr. Bill. This is probably not how you would do therapy, but this is how I'm going to do it for those who are mentally challenged in the Destiny 2 community. So what's going on here? You have a man, y'all NPCs are so slow in a 3-year-old strike. Good luck, bots. Bro acting tough in a 3-year-old strike. You had 14 kills, little pup. You're an AI. I don't waste my time with burgers. It's a strike. Now you can cross. And he just starts, it's just funny because this guy, I'm gonna check your raid report. This guy is upset. And by the way, these people exist. He's not the only one. They're all over the place in the Destiny community. They're all over the place. This guy is egoing a strike because they went too slow. And he's checking a raid report. You cannot, this is why new players don't want to join and play Destiny. Because of the mentally ill that exist in this community will continue to push people away. The people that continue to support Bungie, the people who continue fondling the balls of a billion-dollar company and defend the shittiest choices. These are the people that are killing Destiny. And all he does is speedrun. This guy only speedruns. By the way, I don't believe in witch hunting. I think it's completely different when the witches come to you. It's not a witch hunt if the witches actively come to you, right? It's not witch hunting. I don't have to go find the retards. The retards come to me. I'm the retard whisperer. And they're all mostly on Twitter. But what's even funnier is that it is such a mental illness, this idea concept of wanting, egoing, that people, the whole situation with Parabellum cheating by getting inside information. If you're speedrunning, play solo. Yes, King. These are people who are mentally ill. But it is really a highlight of the extent of the mental illness when you have a team like Parabellum, the pinnacle of raid racers, and they're cheating by getting inside information from someone working at Bungie. Not once, but twice. But what's crazier is that former Bungie employee lost their job, not for fame, not for money, but to help their team get a digital number on a raid report. People are actively throwing away their careers and jobs for a fucking digital number. The Destiny community is full, even at the highest top form of the game, full of mentally challenged people that need freaking therapists. You don't throw away your career, your job, your position that could even be a gateway to other opportunities in the future just to help your bros on the lobby get a placement number that no one will fucking give a shit about. So why'd you lose your job? Well, you see, I gave inside information about a game to my clan, my groups, my friends, my bros, so they can get higher placement. So you're a dumbass. Yes, I am. I gave inside information. I jeopardized my future and any impact that I may have in the future in the gaming industry. I flushed that down the toilet. If that isn't the pinnacle of mental illness in the Destiny community, I don't know what is. So we have people spreading misinformation, attacking people's personal lives with no merit, no evidence, just vehemently spewing bullshit. By the way, I really do hope that Lucky does try to sue some of these people, because the moment he sues some of these rat bastards is the moment they will shut the hell up. And if I had money, I would support that lawsuit. But listen, I have enough to keep me to live in my comfort zone, my threshold in society. I ain't driving around in a Ferrari, but I'm sure able to not have to stress about being in debt. And I'm able to live in a house and have a setup in my living room. Like, I'm living good. Could I live better? Sure. But unfortunately, I'm not in the place where I can do a GoFundMe. By the way, there are people telling me to, oh, if you care so much, do a GoFundMe for his kid. I'm like, defending someone's family or sticking up for someone who's being unjustly attacked, or their family being unjustly, like, if you hate him, then that's fine. Hate him. You know, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not here to be like, you know, leave him alone. Leave Brittany alone. You know, I'm not here. Just leave his family alone. Narcissist behavior common in Deets community, in my opinion. Yes. And we're going to get to that narcissistic behavior in a minute. So let's go back to the scene of the crime. This video is just very refreshing and therapeutic because I just get to shit on stupid people. Here we have it. I am attacking and criticizing Bungie. And just like moths to a flame, crackheads to crack, or retarded people in front of a car, right off the rip, we have, you paid hundreds for a free emblem. You don't get to say this. I find it funny that people think that, by the way, I literally talked about this multiple times on my channel, that I was selling my account. You think I give a shit about terms of service? I don't, because Bungie doesn't either. And I'm glad. I'm still glad it happened because I made all my money back. I made all my money back, and now I just play free and casually with Destiny. Like, I play other games, which is funny because you have people say, go play something else. Guess what? I do. I spent 30 hours streaming the new Pokemon, and then Battlefield, and then Borderlands. I've been living the dream. My mental health has skyrocketed into the green because I just play casually. Sure, I'll continue to criticize and report news and do stuff like this because at this point, it's a stress reliever. It's therapeutic. It's a vent. It's not like Call of Duty in the sense that I'm, you know, able to shit talk someone in a different lobby. I'm literally just shitting down the throats of retards online, and it feels great. It's therapeutic AF. So we have water. You paid hundreds for an emblem. Oh, I can say whatever I want after 11 years of playing the game. Yeah. Water, if you're watching this, shut the fuck up. I'll say whatever I want, when I want, and how I like it. I played since the launch of Destiny 2. I have multiple day one recordings on my channel. Day one raids, day one dungeons, ran through, you know, all the grandmasters and hard content, solo flawless. I did all the shit because Destiny was my game. It was my jam. It was my thing. And here's the deal. Not once have I ever gloated and said I'm a great player. I've always said I'm a capable player. That's the term I like to use. I'm a good, capable player. I know how to play the game. I know how the game works. I don't speed run. I don't low man. I don't go for raid races. And I've always said this. This is anyone who doesn't know, now you know. So anyone that has this delusion that I've lost reputation, what reputation? Being honest about the state of the game? Well, bitch, that hasn't changed. That's still going on, dumbass. Speak of things being paid, how much did you pay for the contest? $0, which by the way, I did. Dumbass refunded it. The scammers refunded it, but I did make $1,000 off of the situation. And then of course, my new go-to to just piss people off is to be snarky as fuck and just talk about the Parabellum cheats. Nothing pisses people off when you start talking about their favorite raid racers, but in this case, they got caught with their pants down. And I'm going to continue to push that button because no one else wants to. Odd deflection. I was selling my account. Do you think I care? By the way, this is funny. Recovs are against TOS, bud. I love this. I was selling my account. Do you think I care about terms of service? Hell, Bungie doesn't even care. Why do you have to have such a huge ego, bro? Here's the thing. You've won any argument or any situation the moment they start attacking your looks. I didn't even attack them. I was just stating the facts. And of course, they have no combat. So their combat is, I'm just going to attack you as your view, which is funny. People love to attack my looks and hygiene and my weight. Okay, cool. I'm just going to have to edit. That's fine. We'll just edit it. But it's people like that, chat. It's retards like that don't even know what they're talking about, like Different Knock. Shout out to you on Twitch, being a retard. Don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah, I was farming it for the review. By the way, I already was working on my second account, which, by the way, having multiple accounts, not against TOS. And that was before anything happened. By the way, I don't even know if my other account, or it's not even mine anymore. It's not mine anymore. I don't know if that account was banned. So don't know, don't care. Because the plot to sell the account was already in motion. But that's crazy that I had to continue to talk about this months. And people, like, I can't comment about other games without people talking about Destiny. That is how unhinged and delusional and how retarded the parts of the Destiny community are. They're so mentally ill that they cannot stop thinking about Destiny. You can't talk about any game and all they think about is Destiny. Pokemon, Destiny. Battlefield, Destiny. Like the statement, I cheat at competitive games, you have no evidence nor proof. But I'm going to continue to play, and you can continue to gurgle my balls. That's what you're doing when you give me money. So appreciate you. But yeah, only thing you put effort into is cheating contest raids. By the way, contest raid clears, singular. And secondly, I didn't cheat. I've never cheated. And it wasn't even me. It was the Recov. And it wasn't even them. Apparently, it was someone on their team that was doing it. And that was a scam. That was a scam. By the way, luckily I didn't spend $400. People think that I actually spent $400. I didn't spend a dime. I made $1,000. We eating fucking good. But Sophia, you literally brag about being bad at games, so you have to get external programs. You literally, again, you have no evidence that I'm bad at the game. I could literally go to the channel. I will never join a clan because it's not fair for them to be attacked. See, they can't hurt me. This is the thing that pisses people off, especially on Twitter. They can't hurt me. They can't do shit to me. Everything they say or do has no fucking, like, it's like water off the shoulder. But what they can do is hurt the people around me, which is why I just don't join a clan. You can't hurt a clan if you're not part of it. So that's the reality. I just don't join a clan. But you have these people who are mentally ill, they're making up bullshit. They have no idea what they're talking about. You must have some kind of humiliation fetish to keep posting on this platform. No, I'm treating this like a Call of Duty lobby and making fun of people. Again, these people, they think about me. In the free time, they dream about me. It is funny that they talk about you have a fetish for posting on this platform, but I'm the one that gets paid for making content off of it. You don't. People are spending their time, their day, their valuable essence thinking about me. Think about that. They're thinking about me. And that's not me being egoing. That's just a reality. That's literally the reality. They're literally spending their time talking about me. Let's see, what else? You didn't spend $400 to have a cheater recover you for a contest emblem, or didn't you? First off, was it supposed to be cheater? Secondly, I didn't spend shit. But let's go. Let's continue. This mental illness continues to spread. Here I am talking about I did the thing. By the way, I do want to play some Destiny 1. It was mentioned in the Discord. Hey, you should go and You should go and play Destiny 1 and do like you know, a fan raid run or a Discord run or whatever, right? And I think maybe you know, maybe one day, right? One day we might do something cool like that and go play Wrath or something. By the way, I literally did a video showcasing the plague lands with my hunter all decked out in Wrath gear and everything. Like, people think that think that I've never played Wrath or Destiny 1. It is crazy the lengths that people are willing to go to just make up bullshit. The voice actor for Lodi, again, nothing wrong here, just saying, hey, they should give the voice actor. I like the voice actor for Lodi. And guess what? Infesting, again. Imagine run contest raid legit. I don't have to think about it. I have a whole channel of it being done. But then you've got Waters. Man, you gotta love the guy that probably kicked this whole thing off. Talking when literally didn't do anything. So he makes a comment, and I'm literally posting and just pissing people off. You can tell, nah, it's great. People keep being content. People keep subbing. People keep watching. By the way, it's true. We're still getting subscribers. By the way, at 4,000 subscribers, nothing happens. But at 5,000 subscribers, I shave the beard. That's right. If you hate me so much and you want me to get rid of my beard, like if you care about my hygiene, like you care, that's less hair for me to have to clean. So, you know, if you hate me that much, you just subscribe to the channel. Let's be honest. There's hate watchers already. Let's be honest. They're already hate watching. But yeah, we get it. You want us to watch a video. By the way, if you watch the video, you would know that your comment makes you look like a dumbass. We already talked about the believable port. Here we go. More parroting misinformation. But what do you expect from the mentally ill part? You gotta love this. You got cheaters to play on your account during contests and then bragged about your completion. Again, what are you talking about? Again, if he was informed and watched and listened to any of the videos, I almost got scammed because it wasn't supposed to be cheaters. It was supposed to be legit. Sure, recovery is breaking TOS. I don't give a shit. I was selling my account. The whole point was I almost got scammed by people cheating. This is the pinnacle. Guys, it didn't happen once. It has happened 3 different times where I have now baited the retarded, mentally ill part of the Destiny 2 community. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. This is the retards that continue to be like, this is the people I want to farm. These are the people that make this so hilarious to me. And it's, you know, it's so easy to farm the certain part of the Destiny community. I think we need to bring back the cheatathon. And anyone that knows the joke knows why. We have this gem. VR, the lost in Destiny sauce. You're definitely lost in some fucking sauce. Hey, Destiny 2, DMG, can we please do something about this guy? Bro is buying paid carries and selling accounts. Also blatantly admitted he cheated during the epic contest. Guys, yes. I'm so glad that you guys joined me live when we cheated for the epic raid. The cheatathon was a success. My supporters, Destiny 2 cheats, easy cheats, they loved it. They ate it up. They said you guys did such a banger job. They could not appreciate you. It is funny. That shows you that this person did not even watch the video. They literally just this shows how many people in the Destiny community just parrot, like brainless parrots. This person, out of all the people we talked about, is probably the dumbest motherfucker that you will ever meet in the Destiny community. It is funny because if you watch the video, you know I didn't really cheat. And it was the entire time a big fucking meme. And it memed DMG. And it memed a lot of content creators. And it continues to fucking meme this stupid, mentally challenged part of the Destiny 2 community. It's still going on. As long as these morons continue to literally harp on something that happened 2 months ago, I get to feed off them. They are literally feeding me content. It's funny. I wouldn't make content and wouldn't get paid for it if people weren't retarded. You can't make this shit up. Mwah, mwah. Of course, I spend a lot of time talking about me. I'm flattered, but you should come to the realization I treat like, yeah, I've already told you guys, it's a mole, it's a troll, a meme, and I just use it for clips. You should never take anything I say overly serious. Sometimes they're serious posts, and sometimes like, so yeah, obviously, yes. And then of course you have Luke. What I don't know what is some of the content creators that have mental illness that just don't know how to just shut the fuck up. Again, proving my point. Bold to talk about misinformation. You were bragging about clear about getting hackers to play in your account. Pipe down, you wet wipe. I said, thanks for proving my point about parroting. Where was this bragging? I do remember talking about how ungodly hard it was and how it was a horrible experience. Or you mentioning misinformation that was being spread by content creators like Asacross, who said I was saying people who were bad for struggling, which I don't know where the fuck that came from, where people were saying that I was talking about people being bad because they struggled on the DP. I think you have to be an absolute retard. You have to, like, your brain has to be putty to make a statement that if you couldn't do the original Desert Perpetual, you were just bad. Yeah, that's why some of the top teams struggled. By the way, where's the evidence of that? No one's ever given evidence for that. So, which was bogus, was zero evidence that other than that's what I heard. Pipe down, douche canoe. Again, very true. If you don't have any real evidence, shut the fuck up. You gotta love this. Use it for clips. How fucking delusional are you? Clips for who the 5 fucking flies in your room because you stink like shit. Get beat in the head with a hammer, seriously. Again, I love pissing this part of the community off. It gives me so much fucking pleasure. Because that's why we have the Call of Duty music. It really is reminiscent of Call of Duty. Listen, I will be an asshole to assholes, and it is like a therapeutic session where you just you keep bottling all the shit up and you just get to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. The retards are at the doors. There you go. Try thousands. By the way, yes, thousands of people watch the videos. But thanks for showing more mental illness in the community. Sorry, but it's not normal to get hit in the head. I know that's a shocker. But next time, tell your mom to not drop the next kid as much. Again, if you haven't realized that I treat Twitter like it's Call of Duty lobby, I will clap back, I will troll, I will meme. You should just accept this as reality. Stop wasting your time. You're never gonna really make me mad. You're really just beating your head against the wall. Here we go. Sophia, please go see a therapist. Guys calling hygiene mental illness. The funniest part is that he said I need more help than he does. You do. Because, see, I get paid for clips, very minimal, but pocket change is pocket change. This person has been on Twitter thinking about me, talking about, heck, I'm almost sure they focus on me more than their own family. I live rent-free in their head. That's mental illness because they sure ain't getting paid for it. Let that stick. There's people who are giving me their time instead of their family. Professional rage baiter and profit looks good to me. Listen, Twitter is nothing but rage bait for me. I will rage bait you and make fun of you and make content off of it. If you don't understand this, like I have actively gotten into arguments with people just to piss them off and laugh about it. Now, there has been times where I didn't make content where I should have, or it was too late, or I lost it. Whatever. There were moments. Here we go. This is the smoking gun. This is the proof that I was bragging. 7 loadouts for finding a boss and talking about the damage check when you had a cheater playing your account. Please stop, Matt. It's really fucking embarrassing. Again, this is from 2 months ago. I can honestly say this was a horrible experience. Shitting on it already. Had hot swap enabled, not a single person would get this contest done. That is fucking true. And again, shitting on the experience. I ended with 7 loadouts with final boss. That was a fucking lie. But that wasn't, nowhere does it say anything about bragging. You could say and replace it with teams ended with 7 loadouts, and that'd be fucking true. There's a damage, there is damage checks like Caretaker and War Priest, which by the way, I beat both of those. Then there's this contest mode, which is again, true. Because obviously, normal fucking people didn't make it past the damage checks. Huh, who would have thought? Who would have thought, chat? You, me, you, who would have thought? Nowhere here does it say anything about bragging. Like, what kind of, I guess I need to take, I guess I should have had Tylenol, or my mom should have had Tylenol when she was pregnant with me to understand what here was talking about bragging. I don't know. Like, this is the only evidence, the only smoking gun they have about me bragging, when it's me shitting on everything about this is shitting on the experience. You know, when I think about bragging, I start thinking about patting myself in the back like I'm the best. Bitches got nothing on me. Yeah, totally got this emblem. Hot shit. Woo! You know, that's the kind of bragging. The whole thing is me literally shitting on it. I'm bragging. Yes, you know what? You're right. I'm bragging for Bungie about how fucking shitty of an experience was. I'm bragging that they created the biggest pile of shit that they've ever made. You know what? You're right. I am absolutely bragging. But and for Bungie, I'm bragging for Bungie. They made the biggest pile of shit. You're so right, King. You're so right. And then you've got little Nikki. Oh, little Nikki. Little Nikki. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. Wash my belly. Clean my belly. Get in my belly. By the way, I know the reference. Funny enough, this is what I do when I take a shower. By the way, just so we're all clear, just so we can educate people, I know this is a hard concept because some people don't actually have jobs. It is actually, sorry, this is a mess because I use it obviously, but most jobs require you to be clean. Most jobs require you to take a shower, wear deodorant, wipe your ass. Most people, I know that's a hard concept. I know it's hard. If you've never worked in a day of your life, if you have an OnlyFans account, or, you're sucking the D of your boyfriend who's paying for you, or you just, you ride Bungie's D, you run that Bungie dick. You don't know what a real job looks like. You wouldn't know that most jobs require you to take care of yourself. Now, when I come home and record and it's been a long day and I've worked with 800 kids or adults, because I work with adults too. Sure, I'm sweaty. I'm grimy. That's why whenever before I go to bed, I take a shower, I wipe my ass. I know it's a hard concept. People who are mentally challenged, people who are retarded, or don't have jobs wouldn't know what that means. Which jobs don't? Exactly. It's funny. So whenever I see comments about my hygiene, I just immediately know, and you can tell, they're retarded. Or they live in their mom's basement. One of the two. You're either retarded or you live in your mom's basement. Oh, and just before we carry on, the whole situation of my weight getting my belly, my students keep talking about Queso and Jack Black. In fact, most of the kids keep calling me Jack Black. And guess what? He's fucking rich and successful. And he's fat. They're fat. And they got more money than both you and me combined. How does it make you feel that fat people are doing better than you, dumbass? Sorry. Just anyone, if you see the low berry criticism about shit like this, you just know you're dealing with a retard, which is also another perfect flag that you can trigger these people. You can play with these people. You can poke the bear, which is what I do. I treat Twitter like a 2010 COD lobby. Yeah, man, that's why you have your replies limited. You limit your tweets. Just say something you know will piss people off, limit it, and watch them fucking lose their fucking mind. It is like a crackhead looking through the window and seeing a pile of crack right there, and they're banging their head against the wall. They want the crack, but they can't have the crack. Treat Twitter like a 2010 call lobby. Yeah, that's, man, why you have your replies limited. Do you delete any comments calling you out on YouTube? No, I don't. By the way, I don't delete comments. YouTube filters comments. Now, I do have a filter system in place that automatically filters some keywords. I don't touch comments. And then YouTube will put, there's like two layers. There's the filter, and then there's the shadow realm of comments where YouTube censors it completely on its own. Like, you say some vile shit, it's going to the shadow realm. I don't touch that section. I don't even look at that section. Also, learn what shampoo is. You first, bitch. Oh, no. You know what shampoo is. Learn what a job is first. Because instead of being on Twitter, you know, thinking about me, you should be doing, you know, an actual job. I can cook a full English. I can cook a full English with the amount of grease. You can cook a full what? I didn't know you could cook English with the amount of grease on your head. Well, see, that's what happens when you go, like, if you ever see a construction worker, by the way, if you ever go to a construction site and you see big sweaty dudes, it's because they're doing a job. I know that's crazy. When you have a job that causes you to actually move and interact and do something outside of typing on Twitter, and I know you probably never had greasy hair. You probably have, you know, sweaty fingers, and that's probably about it. Probably a sweaty ass crack. But when it comes to people with real jobs, yes, they do sweat. It's crazy. Isn't it crazy? It's crazy. We sweat. We stink. That's why we shower. Because then when we go back to work, our jobs require us. Unless you're a construction worker, I don't know if they give a shit because you're going to get stinky again. That's all you're. But in most like actual jobs, you do have to take a shower. But if you're gonna try to insult someone using English, make sure your sentence makes fucking sense. I can cook a full English. Yes, you can cook. He's gonna cook an English book. Well, instead of thinking about English, maybe read science and math, especially the things that make you use critical thinking. You should do that because your brain's fucking turned off. You might want to turn the brain on before you start insulting. And again, we keep going. Clean my belly. By the way, I know they're memeing. I'm memeing. So I saw this post and I had to post it. I need methods that D2 dies like it's over. OnlyFans. Again, will be an asshole about it. Will be an asshole about it. Mr. Gaming Counselor from the future. That's right. We're back in it again. Now, I as you see in the video that I spliced together, people are using this situation as a way to say that I am some kind of pedophile. First off, I don't think you understand what pedophilia is and what it means. Secondly, you're a bitch and you're the fucking absolute cesspool. Like, there's mentally illness and then there's you. Your existence is so worthless that you could die in the street and no one would miss you. If you think that you can just casually use the word pedophilia when there are children out there who are actually fucking being targeted, people who are actually having to struggle with being impacted by some traumatic experiences with pedophilia or someone using them for pedophilia. And I'm very strong about this. I'm very strong. My stance is that the only good pedophile is a dead one. And I would be one of the first persons to line up with a fucking shotgun to take him out. So I don't play with this fucking shit. I don't. But what is it? We have Nikki here. Apparently Nikki's 17. Didn't fucking know. But this original post is something I need methods in Destiny 2. It's like so over. And they say OnlyFans. Haha. Oh, you know, the thought when I saw this was haha, you know, content creator essentially being told, put the fries in the bag. But because it's a girl, everyone says do OnlyFans, which funny enough, there's a good significant chunk of streamers who also have OnlyFans, right? They advertise it. There was the whole drama about the bathtub and half naked ladies. Like, thank God that shit was put off the side, because whenever I want to go to Twitch, I want to watch video games. Listen, I'm a guy. I like titties. I love big goth titties. I like Latina booties. I love redheads. I stand it. But there's a time and there's a fucking place. There's a time and place, right? There's a time and place. I want to play video games. That's it. Hell, I didn't even get excited for the first Descendant for the fact that there was a big boob of girls. I just wanted to play a fucking game. And that's literally the Gooner Central game. But what needs to be studied here is that anyone who thinks that this is pedophilia is not only mentally retarded, not mentally, just full blown. They've gone, in the wise words of Robert Downey Jr., you never go full retard. And that's what these people are. If you see anyone like, for instance, if we go forward, let's look at this person who is the leader of the full retard squad. Not you. You. #1 cold fan. This person is a full retard. Also made jokes about making an OnlyFans to a minor, which is where the Mr. P comes from. Again, here comes the full-blown retard. By the way, I'm sure this person is probably a pedophile. Usually pedophiles like to deflect themselves. You know, they don't want to be under the radar. They want to be under the radar. They don't want anyone to look. I'm going to say this. If anyone is probably a pedophile, it's the people saying that it's pedophilia. Let's be honest. They are probably pedophiles themselves. It would not surprise me. They're already mentally ill, you know, focusing on me. But nowhere fucking here did this statement say, damn, I want to see that OnlyFans. No, it said any word if they cleaned the burn yet. Oh, I might lose my job because Destiny 2 shit. What's my other alternative? Oh, OnlyFans? Burn! In the wise words of Kelso. Burn the 70s Show. Watch it. Nowhere here does it say anything about you need to do an OnlyFans. Nothing. If you read that and said, damn, he's saying do OnlyFans, it says any word if they cleaned the burn yet. It wasn't even adding them. It was literally just reposting this situation and said, did they clean the burn? Is the burn cleaned? That's it. If you think this is pedophilia, you're probably a pedophile that's using this as some kind of deflection. And please, from someone who works with children and his job is to protect children, do me the favor. Go find an asylum, lock it up, lock yourself up. I can't, for legal reasons, tell you to kill yourself. I would, but go find an asylum, a cuckoo bin, loony bin, whatever, and lock yourself away from society. You have no value. Because that's what I think about real pedophiles. Especially if you think you've gone full retard. If you claim this or say that this is any kind of form of pedophilia, you are fucking retarded. Hey guys, it's me. It's me. By the way, it's funny. This is blocking for adult content, and then when you see it's little Nikki, even Twitter recognizes that even children shouldn't see something this retarded and read this thing. I mean, I didn't really affect me too much. I just moved on. Also, OnlyFans and paying $400 for a contest recover are pretty similar because they are what you buy when you have no game, which might have sound clever until you realize you have to buy the fucking game to play it. You have to buy Edge of Fate to actually even play it. Oh, you really got me, dumbass. Oh, I wouldn't know. 0 was given, which is true. I'm about to make money off this, which I am. This video, just before the AdSense kicks in, I will be making some money off this video. So I guess I got more game than you, which I do, because while you're living rent-free, I'm living rent-free in your head. I'm here just drinking the tea, having a good old fucking time, chat. We're out here having a good fucking time. Yeah. By the way, I did a full little online breakthrough of everything, and I had to make the joke because everyone else is making the joke. It's all of the timeline. Also, shout out to the one guy that made that ass. Nothing to do with Twitter. Or, oh, they were already banned. That's right. Had nothing to do with Destiny, and some bot was like, but the cheats! Again, if you want to know the truth, if you want the skinny, you want the whole shebang bang, if you want it, I could just scroll to where all the different fucking replies. Here you go. Watch this video. This video will give you everything. This will give you the informed information, everything you want. Look at that. Guarantee that's more. Here's the funny thing. Lil Nikki could probably make it OnlyFans, and yet I'll still have more views than she ever does. How does that make you feel? Grease and all, bitch. Sorry. Listen, if I'm going to be an asshole, I full insert my ass into the situation. It's a big ass. I might as well shove it out there, right? Games should stay as entertainment. If any game hobby becomes second job, anyone become addicted. Dude, that's the Destiny community in a nutshell. They have taken something that should have been a hobby. In fact, the thing is, this all started. We got rejects like Waters. All this started because I made. Oh, I love this. I have to find it. Here we go. It all started because of this post where I'm criticizing Bungie. Nothing I said was wrong. It's objectively true. I wasn't shitting on Calico. I wasn't calling anyone out. I was just literally saying opinion. And it's flooded with the mentally ill Destiny community. And again, I literally tried to educate them. Didn't you have a cheater? And again, you're wrong. Let me give you information. I'm not watching your video, little soy boy. Which I'm almost certain they probably are a soy boy. Listen, they probably, if they didn't have Gwenny, they would probably have an anime profile picture. Oh, that's right. Furries. If you see, I'm sorry, furries, but furries that make, really stupid comments, like they have the furry profile, you just know they're mentally ill. I know some furries that are not mentally ill, but I'm talking about the Destiny 2 community. If they give a stupid take and they have a furry picture, that was the third thing. If they have a furry picture in their profile when they make a comment, you know they're retarded. I said, that's your choice to be an ignorant bitch. Again, Call of Duty. I'm going to continue to do my thing while y'all shit and seethe about it. Seethe. I think you're a virgin for paying for a cheater to recover you in PvE. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't know you exist. Well, apparently you do. You took the time to come to me to talk about me. You know I exist. And listen, I don't know if that's you saying you want my dick. I don't know. Like you're talking about being a virgin. Like where did sex come in line? Like are you trying to suck my dick? Sorry, I don't fly like that. Unfortunately, I know for a community. Hey, but you're not making stupid comments, Tay. You're not making stupid, retarded comments. There's an asterisk there. I'm not putting everyone in there. I'm just putting, if you see a retarded comment and someone has a furry picture in their profile, they have mental disorders. Just saying. You could say the same thing about anime, but there's normal people that like anime that aren't retarded either. I think you're a virgin. Mama's basement is meant to be dweller. is upset about a video game. I was selling my account. I don't give a shit about TOS. I walked away with over a K from the situation. I'm just milking you for a video right now. Smile for the camera. Hey, Coffee, smile. Everyone say hi to Coffee. Hi, Coffee. That's awesome, man. Clearly not unhinged and seething behavior at all. The unhinged part are losers like you who just parrot anything out of any understanding. Coming into a comment about Bungie not putting effort into D2 like they did D1 that had nothing to do with the drama you want to talk about. That's the unhinged shit. This will make for a fine video about how Destiny 2 has a mental illness problem. Keep feeding me clips. And here we go. By the way, it's funny because here we are. Oh, okay. They're just reposting it. Cool. Yeah. Hi, Coffee. Thank you for feeding me. You're on camera. Next time you want to make a comment, educate yourself, because ignorance is not an excuse for being a dumbass. Sorry. It's not the same situation. But here it is. It doesn't matter. You've got people in the community going after people's personal lives. You've got people in the community attacking new players, casual players, hurting them. By the way, we're not even talking about the content creators attacking the community itself, the whole community, and blaming them for why the game is bad. We didn't even mention that mental illness going on. Critical thinking being part of the community problem. Yeah, that's the problem. We got that. Then you also have people losing their fucking jobs over a digital number, and beating each other's meat off for a digital number that no one will ever in 20 years. No one will give a shit about your placement in Destiny 2. No one will. In fact, I would even say that no one will give a shit about raid racers. No one will give a shit about raid belts. Sure, you will, and that's great. That's great for the person that got that. But no one else will give a shit about these. And yet you will continue to have people who will harp on Destiny, that will continue to talk about experiences that have no impact on anyone else. And that's the beautiful thing is, if we had Dr. Phil right now, and I told him the situation about how it's a video game that had no impact on anyone else, that I was selling my account, Dr. Phil would look at the Destiny community and say this: you're fucking retarded, and you need to go seek some true mental, it's so bad that I feel like we need to open up mental asylums and put some of the Destiny community in there. Your life is dependent on Destiny. No one can criticize it. No one can talk about it. Hey, now, fuck Dr. Phil. Hey. I'm just saying, I don't know anyone else who does psychology on TV. I only know Dr. Phil. That's the joke. That's the joke. But yeah, thank you for coming to this therapy session. I hope that I royally pissed off as many people who are mentally ill in the Destiny community. I hope I pissed off certain content creators. I hope I pissed off as many people as possible. And just know that when you are upset, know that you are helping pay for toilet paper that I could use to wipe my ass. In fact, not only that, I can buy more shampoo. This is a great, guys, I can buy more shampoo off the tiers of the retarded part of the Destiny 2 community. And what's even funnier is that when I go to clean my body, I'm going to be wiping my balls with your face, with your delusions. I'm gonna literally get my junk all over your name, because whenever you feed me, I could use all the money is going toward utilities like this, and I'm gonna wipe my balls with it. So thank you for helping me wipe my balls. Thank you for helping me wipe my ass. Thank you for supporting me, because nothing is better, nothing is more supportive than the haters. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how you piss off as many people as possible with little effort, and there's not a damn thing they can do about it. Because here I will start, once I make this video and send it out and people watch it, whatever watches it, it'll go to the total fund and, well, that'll go to my banking account. And the beautiful thing is I'm going to go take a shower later. I'm going to go to bed, sleep really nice. I'm going to go to work and live the job that I've always wanted to work, that I chased. And then I'm going to come home after a long day of work. I take my pants off and sit in my living room in the house that I live in, looking at my massive curved TV on my nice gaming setup, $4,000 gaming setup with nice laptop, you know, lighting, everything. By the way, some of this was supported by the community. Shout out to you. I'm giving, this isn't all haters, by the way. Shout out to you. You guys support me. Also, a lot of this shit I bought my own fucking money. So like I'll give you credit for help support me with ad revenue. But most of this shit I bought for my own paycheck. I won't give you credit for it, my $4,000 PC. You did not do shit for that. Sorry. Love you guys, but y'all did fucking nothing. I spent my money on that. That was mine. I earned that. Some of this shit over here, that's from ad revenue. Thank you. Just want you to know your tears, your frustration, while you beat that window because you're a crackhead looking for crack. You have no impact on me. Your existence is meaningless. You in my reality are nothing. You're like if I walked down the street and stepped on a pile of shit on accident. I'll wipe that off and just keep on going. That's me right now. That's how I think about it. Now, for the people, the normal people in the Destiny community, the people that want to come back, the people who come to my channel, people who want to hear my feedback and criticism, people who want Destiny to be good, who don't care about the fucking drama, you are the real G's. You're the real people, because there are some great people in the Destiny community. Don't get me wrong. There's some great people in the Destiny community. We're talking about the subset. I'm not talking about all the community. I'm talking about a subset of retards. There's some great people in the community and people who have left Destiny that are wanting to come back. Shout out to them. You're the real ones. Because there's some real people who are Chads who, and I've played with some of them before, just randomly meeting up in LG. Absolute straight Chads. Coolest fucking people you ever meet. And unfortunately, as the player population goes lower and lower and lower, instead of those cool people, hey bro, blade of grass in the middle of Sahara desert has more useful community than you. You're trying to flex? Who are you trying to press, all the 12-year-olds? Blaze, that only works if you don't have an audience. Or you specifically have an audience. Unfortunately, Blaze, no one cares about you. No one gives a shit about you. I, right now, have more value in my live stream to the people who I'm entertaining than you do in my comment section. So just like I would do in Call of Duty, I'm going to teabag you. Guys, here's another one. Thanks, Blaze, for your donation of time. This is Blaze right here. I've got a pile that I'm going to wipe my ass later with. Here you go, Blaze. Just know that's the value you bring. A shit stain on a piece of toilet paper. That's your value. Man, this is going to be a long video, but it is literally... it is a therapy session. It's a therapy session, chat. It's a therapy session. Just going off on people. It feels so good to just let loose. Man, I would say smoke them if you got it, but I don't have my fake cigar. I would say smoke them if you got it, but I don't got it. I should have dressed up as Pete Grossman. Critical thinking, D2 players already leaving and never gonna come back. That's the thing. The people who actually critically think and have intelligence have left the community. Unless they're casuals, and casuals, like, they're playing casually, right? It's not fair to bundle everyone who still plays the game as mentally. Actually, there is some mental. It may be addiction. And listen, I broke free from that addiction. Thank God. That's it. I broke the addiction. We spent 30 hours streaming Pokemon Legends. I literally played Battlefield, and then before that, Borderlands. I've been having the greatest time of my life. And that's the thing. Destiny's not the only thing I play. I play Destiny casually now. That's why it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me, man. I'm eating good. Eating good. Games are coming out that I like. I'm Mr. Game Counselor. Don't forget to seethe. Comments are going to be beautifully, I'm sure, beautifully stretched out. I hope you found something entertainment. And thank you. Thank you for the hate watchers. I would have never made the money. I would have never made the $1,000 if I didn't farm people. I would have never made a shit ton of money from the cheat-a-thon, that meme, if it wasn't for you. And who knows, we'll maybe do a cheat-a-thon too, because I'm sure I'm going to be able to troll, meme, gaslight, and make more people look stupid as hell. And it feels good, baby. Mwah. Feels good. Call of Duty boy. What was it called? What was Call of Duty boy 69 420 is out. That's right. Call of Duty boy 69